Making art can be isolating. You know, you're playing around with weird ideas, you know, by yourself up in your head. But you got to figure out, how do you connect with others around those ideas? You know, artists still ultimately are seeking connection, right? I know it seems like I'm just talking to a camera in a room right now, but I want to be talking to actual people about this stuff through the camera in the room. Artists, you go outside of the culture on this voyage of discovery, you know, and that's really cool. But then the goal is always to bring that back as new creative learning, you know, bring that experience back to the culture. You know, the art form I play in is stand-up comedy. I love all sorts of stand-up, traditional stand-up, alternative stand-up. You know, I'm not certain there is actually a clear line that separates, you know, traditional comedy from alternative comedy. You know, the difference there seems to me to be more of one of degree. Traditional comedy, it doesn't reach as far outside of the culture as alternative comedy. You know, alternative comedy is more ambitious. Alternative comedy doesn't try to speak the current cultural language as much as traditional comedy does. You know, with traditional stand-up, you make more of an effort to meet the audience where they are within the current culture. You know, you bring your art to them. The setting for the new ideas you are expressing is the current culture. You give them relatable touch points, and then you sprinkle in, you know, a little bit of chaos that they aren't adapted to, you know, jostle things up a little bit. Alternative comedy is more of an invitation to go exploring outside the culture together as a group. You know, it's not clear what the point of the exploration is always. You know, the punchline can seem like a muddle of ill-defined absurdity. You know, everything isn't necessarily resolved and tied up with a neat little bow for ready consumption, you know, for the average audience member. Alternative comedy, you know, feels like a way to wake up, you know, artistic curiosity in the audience. It's as if the comic acts as a guide to show people, see, you too can go explore these strange ideas. I don't have the answers, our culture doesn't have the answers, but look, you know, isn't this weird what we're seeing over here? You know, don't you want to go poke this, you know, and see what happens?